Hi everybody, you are welcome to this channel. I am Atanu Vital, and in this video lecture we discuss about the topic de Broglie equation. De Broglie equation, you know that to predict the structure of atom, the scientists were tried to find out the correct structure of atomic structure, and after the Rutherford and Bohr and Sommerfeld, the next new concept was developed in the wave character of the material, and development of the new theory, that is the quantum mechanical theory, was developed in the time of after Bohr and Sommerfeld to state the structure of atom. New concept was coming. Their new concept is the wave mechanical model of atom, wave mechanical model of atom, or quantum mechanical model of atom. And in quantum mechanical wave mechanical model, the first one of the theory of quantum mechanical model is de Broglie equation. De Broglie equation is one most important part of the quantum mechanical equation, which state that material particle have wave character and particle character both. And de Broglie is the scientist who stated it that all material particle in motion possess two character. One is wave character, another is particle character. So we start our discussion. What is the derivation of de Broglie equation and de Broglie equation, the statement given by de Broglie. According to de Broglie stated that all material particles in motion, all material particle when in motion possesses wave character. This point need to highlight that all material particle have wave character when the material particle are in motion. When material particle are in motion, that time it should have wave character. So that means electron is a material particle, and for electron wave character and particle character. For electron, both the character, wave character as well as particle character, are present in electron. So this statement is given by de Broglie that all material particle in motion possess wave character. Okay. So according to de Broglie equation, mathematically it is written as lambda equal to h by mv, where lambda is called de Broglie wavelength, because de Broglie stated that material particle have wave character, so material particle also have wavelength, and that wavelength is called de Broglie wavelength. This is the wavelength of material particle, de Broglie wavelength lambda, and h is here Planck's constant. And his value is 6.6. Its value is 6.626 into 10 to the power minus 34 joule second. This is the value of Planck constant. M is the mass of the material particle, and V is velocity of the material particle. So this is called de Broglie equation. Here in this equation we can also write the form of h by p, where p is momentum. Where p is momentum, this is another alternative form of de Broglie equation. Now we derive the de Broglie equation from Einstein and Planck equation. Okay, according to Planck's, for a photon of energy E, equation is E equal to h nu, and we know that h c by lambda, because nu equal to c by lambda, where nu is the frequency of the radiation. H is Planck constant, c is speed of light, and lambda is wavelength of light. Wavelength of radiation or electromagnetic radiation or light. So from this you can understand that from Planck's equation, Planck equation states that for a photon that have energy E, and E equal to h nu, and h nu equal to c by lambda. Here we are substituting value of nu equal to c by lambda. Okay, so this is according to Planck, and we write another equation that is according to Einstein mass and energy equivalent relation, E equal to mc². This is here E is the energy of photon, E equal to mc². Here E is the energy of photon, E is the mass of photon, and c speed of light. So from these two equations we can derive the de Broglie equation. So two equations are obtained. One is E equal to hc by lambda. Another equation is this one. So we have two equations. One is from Einstein, another is from Planck's theory. So if we combine these two equations, this equation number 1 and this equation number 2, if we combine these two equations, what will we get? Here we are writing here E equal to mc². After writing E equal to mc² from the second equation, we see that m equal to h, m and c equal to h by lambda, which we can write as lambda equal to h by m into c. We can write it as lambda equal to h by m into c, where c speed of light, and for material particle h by m v. V is for material particle. It is according to de Broglie. Okay, so we proved that lambda equal to h by mv from the Einstein and from Planck mathematical expressions. So we can understand it that lambda is directly proportional to 1 by momentum. Because here h is a constant factor, Planck constant. So lambda is inversely proportional to momentum only. Now our question is this wavelength, de Broglie wavelength. De Broglie wavelength is meaningful for daily life or daily objects. That is the question. The de Broglie wavelength is meaningful for daily objects. The answer is no, because of its high mass. Daily object have high mass, and for daily object this de Broglie wavelength has no meaning because of high mass. It is meaningful only for the particle like electron, the particle that have mass like electron. Now we solve some numerical problems from de Broglie equation. One numerical problem is, because in examination numerical problem is very important. Numerical problem comes generally in examination. So in one numerical, uncertainty in here this one no uncertainty. This is for de Broglie equation. So numerical is for a body, the lambda for a particle, lambda means given as 599 nanometer, and velocity equal to h by m into v. So 599 nanometer, and velocity is 3 into 10 to the power 8 meter per second. A particle that have the de Broglie wavelength of 599 nanometer and velocity of the particle is 3 into 10 to the power 8 meter per second, we have to calculate the mass of this particle. So you know, for calculating mass of this particle, the equation is lambda equal to h by mv. Our main equation is lambda equal to h by mv, and from that we can write m equal to h by lambda into v. Okay, so lambda into v, this is our lambda equal to h by mv. So from this equation we can find the mass of the microscopic particle that is given to us. Here h is 6.626 into 10 to the power minus 34 joule second, and lambda equal to because it is the velocity is given in meter per second, so we have to change the nanometer unit. 599 into 10 to the power minus 9 meter. We have to change this nanometer unit into meter unit because this value is given in SI unit. We have to change the value of lambda in SI unit. So after changing this value in SI unit, we solve the numerical problem. Here Planck constant value is this, the wavelength value is 599 into 10 to the power minus 9, and next one is v velocity 3 into 10 to the power 8 meter per second. That is the velocity value. Okay, and when we solve this numerical, we get answer dash kg from this numerical. So this is the format of solving numerical from the de Broglie equation. So find the answer of this numerical. Okay, how much kg of the mass of the particle. Okay, we see another one numerical from de Broglie equation. Another one numerical for electron, mass is 9.11 into 10 to the power minus 31 kg, and velocity is 1%, that is moving with, sorry, you give it 2% speed of light. Suppose our problem is mass of the particle is 9.11 into 10 to the power minus 31 kg and velocity is 2% speed of light, and you have to calculate the wavelength, de Broglie wavelength, not only single wavelength, means only wavelength, it is de Broglie wavelength. So our formula is lambda equal to h by mv. This is the formula in which we can calculate the de Broglie wavelength. So here we have to calculate that 2% speed of light. At first we are calculating 2% speed of light, 2% 3 into 10 to the power 8 meter per second. This is the speed of light. So 2% means 2 into 2 divided by 100. So we are getting v value. So now we can solve lambda equal to h by mv, where h is 6.626 into 10 to the power minus 34 joule second, and in denominator the mass is 9.11 into 10 to the power minus 31 kg, and the speed is 2 by 100 into 3 into 10 to the power 8 meter per second. Okay, calculate the value, and lambda should come in the unit of meter. Calculate the value of these expressions, and after calculating value from this expression, the value should be in meter unit, and this is the result of this numerical problem. So I think you understand this topic, the whole topic of de Broglie equation, numerical from de Broglie equations. Thank you for watching this video. If you like this video, or if you find this video is useful to you, then you like this video and subscribe this channel.